All right, welcome back to another video of improving my articulation. So let's dive into this. What it means to admire someone. When you say you admire something about somebody, your point exactly towards what appeal to your minds. Your focus stays on the source of your admiration, which could be their action, belief, creativity, or their intelligence. Admiration could also mean that you take inspiration from that source, which means their look is a point of reference for you, not something you want to copy. You can be inspired by somebody's work and go on to create something of your own. People do that more often than not. Lastly, when you admire something about somebody, you are forced to distance yourself from everything else but those aspects that cause the admiration. You do not have to become their followers. What it means to follow someone. When somebody is your hero, you take on the mental of being their followers. With that mental, how comes the responsibility of proving why they are worthy of being followed and defending them when somebody disagree with you or attack them. You might think, I don't have to defend anybody, it's my choice, I will follow whoever I want. That's bullshit. The truth is that your choice to follow them not represent your intelligence, and failing to defend them make you look like an idiot. Think of all the people you call your role models. When anybody criticizes them, you get all salty and feel the need to defend them. But the moment they pull out some information about them indicating a lack in moral character, their figure become harder to defend. The truth is, you yourself at some point question your heroes upon learning certain details about them which were very human-esque and not very hero like. But because the aura of the hero figure loomed so large in your hand, you choose either complete denial or some Kokami bullshit explained to shut down the doubt once and for all. The same applies in historical figures. They are your heroes for having a strong impact, but what happens when you learn unsavory facts about their lives? Perhaps they have multiple affairs with much younger women. Women. Perhaps they have cheated on their wives, or they pela- plagiarize an idea, or they were prejudiced towards a group of people and they were violent. Do any of these figure do any of these fact negate their act of heroism or unbri- unbridled 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 creativity? Do they contradict the idea of a perfect moral hero you learn as a child? What it most certainly does, it put a question mark after hero in your mind, because even when with with your admiration for them still intact, those facts do fuck with you. Fact that makes them human, and anytime you are discussing their greatness and someone bringing them up, you become quiet. Your narrative falls apart. You want to prove them as hero when all they are is human which with slightly more conviction in their beliefs and a drive that leads them to commit those great action. You don't have to follow anyone blindly. You are an you are a fan of their extraordinary act, the product of their talent, not their lives. Learn to differentiate. When you have is fascination for their lives without their achievement, you wouldn't have even know their names. Why not admire them for those act alone? If we only look at the acts object objectively, almost everybody will anonymously agree that they are worth admiring. Why not leave it at that? As previously discussed, the entire system of calling people heroes or role model is childish. Should we subjectively decide based on how much we like them, whether they did, whether the wrongs they did matter to us or not? Or should we compare the fact of their bad decision to their act of greatness? Or maybe it's not our responsibility, it was their life. Your responsibility lies to your life. They never appointed you as their person to defend them. The only thing you can do is learn from them. You don't have to follow anybody. Admire whatever it is that appeal to you and aspire to learn and incorporate that in your action by beginning to try. You have your own self which which you should build into something you can be proud of and be satisfied with. And to do that, you learn from everybody. These are three facts of life. There is no person on the planet with whom you would agree on everything 100%. There is no person on this planet with whom you would disagree on every single thing. There is no person on this planet from whom you cannot learn something new. So learn from everybody. Maybe this is why we label people as heroes, because we are flawed. We need heroes to believe in our heart that we can be better. So there is hope for us too. Well, the fact that you want to be better is the hope, but for that you don't have to like anybody. You already have yourself. There is only one person who should give you approval, acceptance and self-worth, and that is you. You are a nation, my friend, built a self-reliant one. Chapter 14: The Piece of Shit Online. Now, it is not entirely your fault that you follow people to measure driven or assumptions and advertisement. Basically, there is a lots of piece of shit which leads onto your fascination, naivety and vulnerabilities and get you to become their followers. A lot of them on the internet right now. Let's broadly look at people that we tend to follow. In terms of their impact on people, we would have four categories: those with less impact and more entertainment, those with high impact and high entertainment, those with high impact and entertainment and knowledge, those with high impact and perfection. No, now, not all of these are piece of shit, only a lots of them are. It's important to differentiate. The truth about social media influencer. Before we get deeper, let's see a few things straight about the internet and the social media influencer. We live in a world where it has always been the norms to gather a following. This means that throughout history, a few peoples have tried to gain a following for themselves for several reasons: to acquire power, wealth, influence, popularity, and control. All right, people by people by nature are inspirational beings. Aspirational content means selling you things that you don't have but would like to have. We have these wants as we live under the impression that these things will make us happy. The truth is, we think this way because we have no fucking idea what would make ourselves happy. So we chase after pursuit idea of happiness being sold to us by YouTubers and vloggers. Since you are shown only what they want you to see, you assume it is real. This is where you develop the why am I not like them syndrome. Now, here is the most important point. The element of honesty is what separates blind following and admiration. The most honest the person you follow is, the less you would like to feel emulating them and becoming them. The more dishonest a person is, the more you want to become like them. Honesty removes the cloak of perfection from your eyes. What you see are normal, approachable people with flaws and struggles just like yourself. Therefore, you admire them for their realness. With the honesty, the narratives of whatever they want to sell you remain in their control. And they sell you perfection. It could be perfect life, perfect happiness, perfect intelligence, or whatever you might dream about having. Since you have no real data about who they really are behind the screen, you assume they are perfect from what they show you, which is bullshit. Therefore, the most honest a person, the more you admire them, the less honest a person, the more you follow them. The focus boil down the real data and honesty. Everything else is advertisement and assumptions. Now, let's talk about the four types of influencer. The influencer you don't give a shit about. Those with less impact and more entertainment. You have watched their stuffs, you know their names, but don't really give a shit about them. And you would think it remain like that, but it doesn't. You see, these people once upon a time were just like you. They too followed a bunch of cool, inspirational, and influencer and wish they could be like them one day. Now, when they are able to accrue, accrue a large enough following, they believe they are ready to be part of that group. Therefore, spreading stereotypes of perfection seems exciting to them. To them, it's finally living out their own fantasies and choosing to spread the some lies that they once about themselves. Think of any influencer who, in the beginning of their career, appeared humble, sincere, and relatable to you. But after fame and money, they become more and more fancy. Their pictures become more professional. Their flaws start to vanish. Their clothes become more expensive. Their relationships seem more for cameras and status, and their attitude become more self-absorbed. You may think it is fame and money that changes them, but the truth is they were this person all along. It's just that without the fame, they couldn't show it. Now, not all influencers make this choice. Those who do embrace the persona of celebrities and start selling you unattainable types of perfection. Famous people you give a sweet about a lot. Second, those with high impact and high entertainment. These are people about whom you say, I care about them very much. Not only do they provide high dose of entertainment, their personal life is of equal importance to you. You are fascinated by them, call them your role models, heroes, and identify yourself as their faithful followers. You are either in love with a persona created by them for you or a persona you created of them as a followers. I know who they are because I am their true fan. You have assumed 1,000 things about them, making them fiction characters. The truth is you don't know shit. You haven't lived with them. They control the narratives of what is being shown to you all the time. You hardly ever get true stories about them from people around them or people who have worked with them. When they talk about each other, it's the same script about how great it was working with the person and how great the fucking person is. It's the same cycle jerk, even though they may privately hate each other. You have no idea how they really think, what their actual wants are, and how they really behave with that much power. Now you can get some idea by applying common sense. For example, how do you think people would behave if they got millions of dollars and lots of fame? Basically, a pill that gives them insane, unimaginable power. If you can't imagine that, just like the people you know, like your friends, how do you think they would behave? They would lose their fucking mind. I am not saying all of them. Maybe 10% won, but the rest of them only God knows. And and you think you know these famous people. Here is the thing: if you like them because they are great artists, that's cool. But say you are when you say they are your role models or heroes without knowingly shit about them, that's a tendency of a follower which is making you dumber. Why can't we be a society that may admire everybody's talent or message and not make assumptions about them because we don't fucking know them at all? Now, sometimes these famous people shine a light on mental health issue and causes, which is great. They are powerful people, so their message has a huge audience. Whether they are doing it to build their public image or not, it doesn't matter. It helps the issue. But when they talk about personal issue like breakups and hardship of any types, we lose our mind. If being aspirational didn't have such a ridiculous market value, you don't have known they go through exactly the same problem as you do with the expectation of money related ones. You are surprised because your perceptions of them is they are perfect being from outer space. Now here is something very interesting. An opposite reaction is created when the same people have private information leak about them. They got involved in a scandal or found hiding money, cheating on their partners, mistreating people around them, or doing something that shattered that image of perfect beings. As a result, you get mad at them. I am so disappointed with them. I never expected this from them. You feel betrayed, as if you knew them personally. The only things you knew about them was the bullshit persona they were selling you through movies or YouTube video. How many times are you going to fall for the same trick? It reveals the intensity of your emotional involvement in their personal life, about which you can absolutely nothing but have assumed everything. Why don't you ignore the persona they are selling and screw the assumptions your mind is creating? And only admire what made you notice them: entertainment, art, intelligence, skill. They are people. Their skill is a few thing doesn't preclude them from having flaws, desire, urges, as all people do. It's through the emotional value I use. I put be like them. They are just people. So are you. Be who you are. Well, this is for the today. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep going. I'm rooting for you.